This parasha Korach. Korach comes from the word of Korcha. Korcha means ripping, means separation. Korach created separation among the Hal Israel. That was through machloket. Through creating machloket between the Hal Israel, he created separation between Am Israel. And interesting, the first word of the parasha is Vayikach. The Midrash Vayikach Korach ben Yisrael ben God, Torah doesn't tell us what Vayikach. What did he take? Vayikach means taking. What did he take? The Midrash says, what did he take? Rashi says, Lakach et atzmo. When you take yourself and yourself and yourself, and you feel the only one to understand, the only one has the right, the only one is entitled to, that's the root of machloket. Then we can't deal with it. As long as you feel there are two parties here, let's see who is right. There are two ideas, let's see who is right. Third person would come in between and resolve it. He took himself, I'm right. No, it was the Rosh Sanhedrin. With all of the Torah, all of the knowledge didn't help him. Chazal tell us how come. What didn't help him? What happened? What happened to all of the knowledge, all of the chokhmah? See, all of the knowledge and chokhmah is the potential. It's like petroleum. Potential. What this sparks is within you catches this petroleum and makes it. If it's a spark of love, dedication becomes the flame, big flame of love and dedication. Is millennium spark of jealousy that magnifies it, becomes a very big flame of machloket and argument. It's unbelievable your certain life. Chazal tell us he didn't work on jealousy enough. He was jealous in the family, the way that he went, and through that, he convinced himself that he's right. I told Moshe Rabbeinu, you are not Kadosh, we are all Kadosh. We want to be with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We have right to do that. And we want to be with Hashem. Then Moshe Rabbeinu saw that all night is talking to people and convincing people. There are too many casualties would come out of the machloket. What should we do with the machloket? He says, finally Moshe Rabbeinu says, in other words, Moshe Rabbeinu says that, in other words, let's do something. He went to them. Then Israel went to them, said, come on, do something about it. It's very dangerous. Get away from this. Now the apostles, they came out from the Mishkan of Korach went out Nitzavim erect. Somebody feels it's right. No submission, no bending over, no flexibility. Nitzavim is erect. Stand still. No flexibility, nothing. Petach oholem, in terms of the oholem, unshehem, their wives, bnehem, their children, with tapam and infants. Now, why Torah is telling us those in detail? They were erect. In other words, you are not flexible. What do you do? Petach oholem, in terms of their ohel. In terms of their ohel. In other words, it comes from the ohel. Erected by the ohel. What's erected by the ohel mean? He went and he talked to his wife. That this and that. What does the wife do? There is a spark force here. What did the wife do? Instead of putting water on the spark, he made it flame. No flexibility, nothing. You don't give in. Giving is something. No, erect. They were erect, stand erect, went out erect, Mitzavim, stand still, petach oholem, entrance of their ohel. What's the outcome of their ohel? Outcome, what went out the talking inside of the home. Their wife, their children, infants. Why Torah is telling us all of this point in detail? Come and see how hard, how terrible the machloket is. Because the bedin on earth Enoshim elo achiavish sarot. Till a person brings to sarot, to hers. In other words, the person is very young, you don't punish him. It has to be girl, has to be 12 and to hers, and the boy 13 and to her. Within Shermalo, at the same time, Within Shermalo doesn't punish till 20. We come even to Afyon Rishalayim. Here, even infants got destroyed. Unbelievable. Chazal tell us there is a regulation in Betin Shermato, and there is a regulation in Betin Shermato. Betin Shermato is not allowed to punish somebody that who is less than 13 boy and less than 12 girl. And Betin Shermato, to make a decree to destroy somebody, has to be 20. And here, even infants got destroyed. I don't understand. Okay, let me tell you. How many Beti Dinim we have? We have Betin Shemala, Betin Shemato. If this decree didn't come out from Betin Shemala and Betin Shemato, who is responsible for it? Which Betin is responsible for it? Has to be a Betin, has to be Din Becheshbon. Rashi is telling us the authority of the Betin Shemata is 12 and 13. The authority of Betin Shemala is 20. Therefore, if those Beti Dinim are not responsible for this, what is responsible? Who is responsible for this act of destroying the Tnokot, infants? Hazal tell us that Gehinnom was created on second day, not first day. Why Gehinnom was created on second day? Because all of the concept of Havdalah, separation, came about through second day. Because I was worried about all of the water, and Hashem separated between water and water by Yafter. And that Havdalah was Gehinnom. The Farshim say, wait a minute, it's not true. Why? Because first day also we have Havdalah. Havdalah ben Choshech le'or. Hashem made Havdalah separation between darkness and light. Why do you tell me that there is no Havdalah on the first day? There is Havdalah. No, there is a very big difference between the Havdalah of darkness and light and Havdalah of mind. Dark and light has to be separated. Hashem created them to be separated. Therefore, their mixture is not right. We cannot combine two Ma'abetahara together. We cannot combine modesty and immodesty together. We have to have separation. That has to be there from Kreshit. But the water had to be together. Hashem wanted them to be together. Now, why did Hashem separate the water? Because Hashem, in other words, for life we need water. In geography, every city for existence has to be next to water, because water is source of life. If all of the world is water, I want to ask you a question. What does Hashem want? If Hashem wants to be separated, separate them to begin with. Why do you have to tell us that they were together and separate them? Why do I need to know? Make it separated to begin with. Elamar. Torah wants us that this water has to be together. Without water is no life. Now Hashem separates them, and then Hashem puts them together, brings the dry land. Now dry land needs that water to come back. Now how do we get water there? Through rain. That's the invention of rain. Who brings the rain down? The Har Israel with their tefillah, with davening and praying. Hashem is making Adam the partner of the creation. That's the high yesodot of creation. Now you want people to work well in your business, what do? You make them partner of your business. As long as they're not partners, they don't understand the importance of the job. Once you make them partner, Adam became partner of the business. The House was said, water has to be all over because we need water to be there. Separate them. But that separation is not for the sake of separation to be forever. That's a separation in order to put them back with the higher quality, with higher form. If that separation stays as a separation, that's Gehinnom. because there's the potential of connection, and that potential would be destroyed. That's Gehinam. Gehinam is separation from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Separate ourselves with the source of being. Now HaKadosh Baruch Hu says the water and water has to be separated because to come back through tefillah of the Har Israel, putting it back. Now the Gehinam was created on that separation. Whenever that separation comes in the Beriah, that mouth opens up itself and absorbs. Because you belong to me, you don't belong to this world. You belong to me. And the apostle says, unbelievable apostle, in Beriah Yivra Hashem, if the phenomena has to be created, upasta haris et piha, and the earth should open its mouth, bala otam, and should swallow them. That was an earthquake. A lot of people think what happened here was earthquake. No, it wasn't an earthquake. No, it was earth got a mouth. That mouth of the Techilat Beriah, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu separated them, that mouth was there. That mouth opened up and absorbed. Now, do we understand how dangerous the zone of machloket is? How are we dealing with machloket? Imagine you are walking on the street and in some place, the land could open its mouth and to swallow a person. How dangerous the zone of machloket is. Once there was a machloket in town, I was in David Paskin, and Ba'alei machloket should not be in town. It's dangerous, sakana for the children. And they went out. Mamash, for 5-6 months, they went out of the city. It's very hard to move, no? But they understood the severity of it. If we understand what's going on with machloket, we give up everything to resolve machloket. No, nothing is more dangerous than that. If you are dealing with Beddin, there is a Beddin. There is Rachmanu. There is 13 Midot of Rachamim. Something works there. But machloket, even the infants, they go. Therefore, a person has to stay away from machloket. This Parsha streams with full force. You have to stay away from machloket. That's why that is the second day the Gehinam came about. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu, in other words, the life is for connection. You have to connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now, there is a little bit secret here. The only way that we connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu when we connect to each other. Without all connection, there's no connection with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rambam says in Yachad Kollel, somebody who keeps all of the Torah mitzvot as a person himself, he didn't do any sin. He kept everything. But he didn't do it as a sibur. He didn't care for sibur. He says, what do I need? Pain in the neck. I do. I keep all of the Torah myself. I don't need them. Rambam says, En lo chelech leolam haba. He doesn't have any portion. I'm mishtomen. I can't understand it. How is it possible? Somebody kept Torah Kula. He ate matzah. He put on tefillin. He kept Yom Kippur. You did whatever. He's a chassid. He's the greatest person on earth. How could it be? He didn't do any avera. He kept all of the mitzvot. Okay, don't give him elite. Don't give him the lowest space in Haba. No. Olam Haba means connection with Sibur. If you connect with them, then you connect with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. If you want to be a separate person for yourself, keep all Torah Kula. Torah without Kahal Israel means nothing. Eating matzah without Kahal Israel means nothing. Putting that tefillin without Kahal Israel, having heart for Kahal Israel means nothing. Person doesn't have the heart of combining and making all of the sibur together. All of the Torah means nothing. Therefore, the Gehinam is separation from Hashem. That was the second day. And for that, we don't need anything. In other words, just the machloket opens the mouth of the Gehinam and swallows. So that is the limit. Said Hashem. Now, the other way, contrary. When you make shalom, when you make peace, you have the mouth of shalom, mouth of bracha, all of the bracha. In other words, at the end of the Mishnah, what's the last Mishnah? I was sure then find Kelly, Master Korach, only Shalom. At the end of all of the Mishnah, all of the Torah Shabbat, at the end of the Torah Shabbat, what it says? Shalom. Shalom brings all of the Torah. At the end of Shemona Esrei, says Shalom. Shalom brings all of the Torah. When we make Shalom, we say Shalom, that's why Chazal tells us, also Shalom says, makes peace bimrumav, in its height. Chazal tells us what's in height, Shamayim. What's in Shamayim? Esh and Mai. Fire and water. A lot of people say, I have thousands of friends. I'm a very friendly person. Friendly person doesn't mean person is in peace. As well, tell us Shalom. Where is the source of Shalom? Shamayim. Why in Shamayim there's a Shalom? Because fire and water could coexist together. When with somebody that you cannot deal, it's very hard to deal. You feel you are in fight. You make peace. That is Shalom. If you are not friendly and in peace with everybody is good to you, then a person is medical treatment. It's not a Shalom. It's not the source of Shalom. Source of Shalom will be more. When there is fire and water, you could go against your nature, find a way to make the Shalom. That is the real Shalom. You say Shalom with them. B'ezrat Hashem, the Sod of Shalom, all of us we should be zoche to all of the brachot of Torah, and B'ezrat Hashem should be zoche to the Olah Shalom.